Hey YouTube, it's Queen Pam Elon QP, or who I used to be, but I'm Queen Pam now. We're going to build a box. Some friends were not able to be uh, at the meeting where I taught this for friends, and so we're going to do it. So what you need is some 1-inch strips of paper. So I took some 1-inch, I took some 110-pound Recollection, and I cut it to 1 inch, and now I'm going to score it at 1/2. And once I get it scored at 1/2, I'm going to fold it and burnish on that fold. When I taught the class, we used cardstock for our base for these pieces, the side, the bottom. Today I'm going to use chipboard. It's going to be sturdier, so if you have lightweight chipboard like a cereal box, you'll be good to go. Let me get these done, and then I got a few of these done, and now what I'm going to do is cut my chipboard to the size I want. So you can make any size that you want with these connector strips. But today I'm going to do what I did in the class, and this is a 3x6 box. All right, so I've got the Tim Holtz cutter. It will cut this chipboard, I believe, and I'm going to start at 3 inches. And then I'm going to make the bottom, so I need 6 inches. If all you have is cardstock, I would double it. So I would make 2 pieces and glue them together. So that's our base. And then this one is also 6 inches. My box is going to be 1.5 inches tall. So on the 3-inch side of this, I should be able to get 2 pieces. So we have the long sides. And so we'll cut another piece at 3 inches. And now I need 1.5 inches twice. And you do want to be precise so that your box is precise. We need one more. And we are done cutting for a little bit. And this is how the box will be assembled. We're going to join these pieces. Maybe I go this way, be easier to be on camera. Going to go this way, and we're going to connect our pieces. So we need to cut our connection strips. We're going to need 1, 2. We're going to need 2 that are 6 inches long. And since this is out of cardstock, I can just bring back in my paper trimmer. That's 1. That's 2. We had 5 inches left. So we're going to, out of those 2 pieces, we're going to cut 3. All right, so we have a piece for here, a piece for here, a piece for here, a piece for here. That's where we're going to start. We're not done with these, but this is where we're going to start. Don't throw any of your pieces away. We might be using them. So I have my Misty glue press, my Sweet Petunia glue press. I like for my construction pieces to be on the outside. So before I get glue, we're going to cut. This is the folded part, and we're going to cut. We're going to miter. So we're coming to the point so that you end up with an arrow. Flip it around. Do it again. Do all your pieces, all your connectors. Sorry. So I have them cut off, and I hope that so we have tapered all of our connectors, and let's line them back up so you can see what we're doing. That one will connect that. This one will connect that. These two will connect the side. So let's put glue. I'm putting glue on the inside of mine because I want it on the outside. And I'm going to lay in my long piece. And give that a push and a burnish. And let's put glue on the inside of the other long piece. Be generous. We want to be able to use this box forever. Center your piece, your connector along the side, because when we tapered it, it lost a little bit of length, and that's okay. All right, so we have two sides done. Let's get a short side. It's going to go here. We're going to put glue on it. Again, we want to center it. It's pretty good. Centered the well, glue the next one. Let your glue set up for a little while. I'm going to pause and let that happen. All right, glue has set up. I'm going to start on the long end like I did before. Glue, 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 glue. And I'm going to take my long piece and I'm going to stand it up so that it butts up with the bottom piece because there's a little thickness here, so it will butt up against that, and then I'm going to press my connector piece in place, because we want that 45 or 90-degree angle, whichever it is, I don't know. Anyway, because you want the box to be square or rectangular. So you gotta be careful. And I'm dropping it in here so that it is not sitting on top of the piece that is the bottom. It is right in the connector, but on the same level as the piece we're joining it to. Get some more glue, glue it up. Gonna stand it up, not on the bottom piece, but right next to it, and making sure that things are lined up correctly. And then my fumble fingers will allow it. Yeah, I can do just like that and then stand it up. All right. So we have two sides of our box created, and we're going to rinse, repeat on the tail ends. Again, our piece is not standing on the bottom. It is adjacent to the bottom, but lined up. Again, because we need those corners to be square. That's what we have. We're going to do it again on the opposite end. Not on top, but at the edge. And we want to make sure our edges are lined up. Now, while that glue is setting up, we need some 1.5-inch pieces to connect our corners. So we need 4, and we have some pieces left over. And so we're going to miter them in the same way. Nope, first we're going to cut them to 1.5-inch, because otherwise it makes no sense. 1.5 inches. Go cut this way. So we have 2. We just need 2 more. Yep, come from this way. You could mark them and cut them with scissors, whichever way is easiest for you. Now let's miter. We're coming toward the folded part. Flip it and come forward. That's the shape you want to end up with. 4 times. I mean, on all 4 pieces. All right, so I have those ready. So this time, we're going to put glue on both sides at the same time. And then we're going to square up our box and attach our piece. And I'm just going to set and hold it a minute before I do the next one. Or if you have some clips, feel free to employ them. In fact, I do. I got these at Harbor Freight. So that'll at least hold one. And let's let that side set up before we mess with it. So we're going to go to another side. We're going to glue up all the pieces. We're going to square up our box. And I have some more clips. Clothespins work. We'll go to this one because it should be a little more set up. Glue on both sides of the connector. That's what you're looking for when you're done. And now you let your glue set up, and all that's left to do is decorating. So I like to have a little bit of a reveal between my decorated paper and my base box. So I'm going to cut my paper. This is a 1.5 inch high. I'm going to cut this 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. So that takes off a fourth on both sides. I did not resume the video, so I cut me a strip that is 5 3/4 by 1 1/4 because I like a little bit of a reveal. And so I have that, and that's just the way I'm going to glue it on. So when you're deciding how to cut your paper, in which direction, it's going to depend on the design of your paper. So some you might have to cut it that way, or you might have to cut it this way. And that pretty much is it. I'm just going to cut and glue. You want the outside and the inside. So I've got that side glued on. And I'm going to glue the inside of it. I like to use glue instead of tape because I get the wiggle room. I need 2 more at 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. And I do it again. I glue the paper and not the box because the box is bigger than the paper. I'm looking to see that I got the same reveal on the sides and the top. And I did. So now I need another strip cut in the right direction at 1 1/4. And then this is 3 inches. So I'm going to take 1/4 off that 3 and go 2 3/4. And 2 3/4. And 2 3/4. And 2 3/4. Because 2 sides, inside and out. Glue up. Check your reveal. Don't move it when you're smoothing it, like I did. But again, it's glue, so I have time. And we only need 1 more piece after this for the bottom. And the bottom is 3 by 6. So I need 2 3/4 by 6 by 5 3/4. Again, I glue the paper because it is smaller than the box. And there you go. In the class, I gave everybody 4 feet. Next time we meet, I will bring them with me, and whoever didn't get any, I will give them. And I glued these on with E6000 because I didn't want those babies to come off. They come with screws, but the screw would go into the middle of your box, and that wouldn't be good. So, as always, I leave you in the hands of the Creator. Be blessed.